Oh, yeah. Oh.
Monday. Throwing here on first down. Flacco. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Monday. QB drop. Slams.
80 weapon.
36.
On second down, a run with Lindsey.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. They'll run it. This is Booker. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turning to his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the carry, it's Booker. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
On second down, Booker. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. They're going to go. It's Booker. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Devontae Booker with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, fellas.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Carr now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The former first-round pick, Kareem Jackson, there defensively. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
We're going to work.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. First and 10, and Flacco looking to throw. And he's got Booker. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll run with Booker.
Run to the ball.
1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Ah, that's it, baby. That's it. That's it. Big hit.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now it's Flacco. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On second down now, Booker. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it is now 21-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 75 yards as they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3. Fielded at the 2. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Booker. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 44, Flacco, man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Check.
On first down, Lindsey. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
You don't want no problems with me.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
On second down, Booker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played the responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
Flacco looks to throw, and that is incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on fourth down.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They're going to look to throw on fourth with Flacco. Flush to his right.
Let's make these babies crawl all the way back home.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A fourth down gamble turns into a fourth down scramble, but all is well. First down. They'll run here with Freeman. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
They'll try the right side with Booker. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned,
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Running again, and again it's Booker. About 3 yards there to the 27. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They've been brilliant, perfect on 4th down so far, 3 for 3, and they're going to try again here. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker, 26 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Booker on 1st down. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Right back to Booker. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Denver has the first down to play, going for 15 yards. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Booker. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Booker running left. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Here we go on 4th down, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game, and privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. He'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Todd Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next? And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 44. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Eat. We ain't giving up nothing today.
They'll run on 1st down. Booker. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Kill.
Whoa, Flacco's going to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And, partner, are you kidding me? With this game that he's having, we are in uncharted waters like we've never seen before.
Just think, if he keeps every football from all the touchdowns scored today, does he need to build a new trophy room at home?
Yeah. A couple trophy rooms. Maybe a whole home for trophy room.
What a phenomenal performance, and I'll guarantee you, he's going to reward the rest of the offensive unit after this as well for helping him get to this number.
He better. This is just unreal. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this? And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A give, running right, it's Booker. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
On first, again, they go with Booker. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
Now a give right side. Booker. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Ready.
Check 55 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. You don't want it.
On 3rd down, Booker.
You don't want it.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who have them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to...
And now here is another interception. picked off by Justin Simmons. And that will write a finish to this ball game. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you